A little bit gas here. It goes pretty good. It's got plenty of power. Good sound too. Really nice sound from this 7.2 liter V8. Now you can definitely Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Peter's Autovlog. This is Peter. Hope everybody had a happy new year and a fantastic holiday season. Today we're going to get to review and test drive this 2024 Ford F-350 Lariat with the Tremor package. Now, very excited to get behind the wheel of this Super Duty because I've never driven a Super Duty with the Tremor package, and this is going to be the first time kind of checking out how the suspension feels and see how it rides. Now, before we go on, guys, want to give a big shout out to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this Super Duty. Big thank you to Tim as well, and I'll put all their information and a link to their website in the description below. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we have a 2024 Ford F-350 Lariat with the Tremor package. Actually, as you know, this is the 5th generation of the Super Duties. This was redesigned last year for the model 2023. Now, this one here is a 2024, and there are some slight changes that they have done, very light things that they have done to the Super Duty lineup. I'll mention those in a few moments. But this one that we have with us here is done in agate black, which is a beautiful black color, and this one is finished off with the black Onyx leather in the interior. Now, this one here being an F-350, this one here is equipped with the Tremor package, with the black appearance package, and the Ultimate Lariat package. The Ultimate Lariat package is more of a technology package with leather trim, the 12-inch mirrors, the 12-inch screen. Most of those things are inside in the technology and the features you get. Now, this one here is equipped with the Tremor package. Now, what does the Tremor package have? The Tremor package basically gives you off-road performance tuned shocks, much better than the FX4 package. The basically on all four corners. You also get some heavy-duty springs up front for this Super Duties. Besides that, you also get skid plates on the bottom for the transfer case and also the fuel tank. You also get trail control as well. You also get hill descent. You also have this 35-inch tire. As you can see, these are specifically for these Tremor package F Super Duties. These are basically 35-inch tires. These are 18-inch wheels, which are really beautiful aluminum wheels with a dark gray accent. This is basically the Super Duty Tremor package wheel that you get with these Tremors. This is basically a 285mm 18-inch Goodyear Wrangler all-terrain tire. As you can see, pretty aggressive tire that comes with this Tremor package. And you can see we got the basically the heavy-duty springs here in the front. So as you can see here, we have basically no front air dam. Very small front air dam. As you can see there's no skid plate here in the front. Kind of shocks me that there's not front, especially being this Tremor package. But that's what it is. This is not like a Raptor version of this thing. This is more of like a heavy-duty off-road version for this Super Duties. Now, of course, here we have the front black bumper here, which is painted in body color. We got your tow hooks, we got your sensors, we got your LED fog lights, LED headlights, along with the C. This is a new basically design for this Super Duty, the way this is assigned. Now, this one here, having the black appearance package, you get the black grille and you get the blacked out Ford badge. As you can see, this is pretty cool. I really love the way that is. Now, obviously, the black appearance package also gives you the black appearance package is about $4,000, also as well as the Tremor package, and of course the Ultimate Lariat package is about $5,000. So you got a lot of options in this one, but this Ford does give you some discounts that we'll check out in just a few moments. Let's walk around, guys. You can see this is pretty high up there as well. Now, part of that off-road package or this Tremor package, you get this step here, or this basically running board, which is kind of static. It's very similar to the Ford Raptors. As you can see, guys, really nice. It's a little higher than usual. If you get basically the automatic down step, the one in like the one you saw, or if you saw the King Ranch model, it's a little bit lower. This is a little bit higher step, but it's not bad at all. Now, coming over here, you also get blacked out mirror caps as well. You also get all the blacked out trim. As you can see, guys, this is a functional air scoop here for this new 5th generation Super Duty. So you get the Lariat model here, as you can see. So all this is blacked out, part of that blacked out package. You got blacked out also all your window trims as well. All the your handles are blacked out. Everything's kind of blacked out, as you can see. Even some of the Tremor name here is kind of a little bit darker. Coming here in the back, you got basically your taillights. These are LED taillights with your sensors. Over here, you got the black Ford badge as well, here in black as well. Everything's here is blacked out, as you can see. Pretty cool, that appearance package. I think it's a little bit steep for the black appearance package, considering what you get, but it is what it is with this truck. So of course, here in the back, you also get a locking rear diff. You also get a limited slip differential for the front axle as well. So that's part of this Tremor package. And of course, a little bit of higher ground clearance. I'm gonna put how much ground clearance you got with this Tremor package. You're probably looking at about 9 to 10 inches of ground clearance. As you can see, this is a pretty high truck. Obviously, this 35-inch Goodyear tires give you that extra ground clearance as well. Back, let's go ahead and check out. Here we have the key with us here. You can see open, close. We got remote start, and I'll double click to open up the rear door of this bed. So you can see, guys, really cool the way this is. This is us have the spraying bed liner protection that comes with this blacked out package. So the black appearance package, you see it's a Ford. Is basically this is done from factory. Now, of course, this being the Lariat Tremor, you get LED lighting for your bed. You get a lot of hooks and a lot of connections here to get to basically hold your things back to this bed. You also get a reverse or a camera here for the bed. You also get a little window here. Of course, you can open that as part of the packaging. Now, this one here is equipped with the 2 kilowatt pro power on board. So this is cool that this new 5th generation Super Duties have. Now you can connect your things. There's a couple of connections here, as you can see there, to put your heavy duty drills, whatever now you want to use. This is awesome that Ford has included in this Super Duties, because the prior generation did not have any type of connections. You basically had to go home, but this one does have your own power on board, which is pretty cool. This have a couple. This one does have 2 batteries in the front as well. Excuse me, 6.7 foot bed. Now, of course, you get an 8 foot bed as well, but not on the Tremors. Now, this one here, I believe you can possibly put in the back about 2,500 pounds. Of course, that depends on the engine, on the type of chassis, and how it things. But this is looking at about 2,500 pounds for this bed load capacity on this specific Lariat trim F-350. Now, this one here, you can see, guys, the bed does also have a ruler here. As you can see, this is pretty cool detail here that comes with this twins here. And I already put a step out. You can see you got the step here, which is pretty cool. This is just makes easier egress into your bed here, which is pretty cool the way this is option off, which is a cool feature. Now, I just got off I just did another review on a King wrench. The King wrench, you did it press twice and the bed door went up again. This one does not, because you can do it, it just releases it again, so you have to put this manually up. You probably only get that power tail up in the King wrench, the Unlimited and the Platinum. But what has changed for 2024? This really hasn't been a lot of changes since Ford just introduced this, you know, Super Duty for 2023 as a complete redesign. Only very minor changes for 2024, and one of those is being that the new engine for 2023, or this 5th generation, the 6.8 liter, now gets the flex fuel ability, basically standard. Before, I think there was an option. Now you have that V8, that 6.8 liter V8 with the standard flex fuel. The other change that Ford did for 2024 is that now with the XLT models and above, you get standard navigation. Before, I believe navigation was kind of basically an option. You have to go to the Lariat package and like that. Now you get, if you get XLT, you get navigation as standard on any model or any trim after that. And the other third change that they did is that now you get the ability to order basically the onboard scales with any trim, the XL, XLT, and on. Now, before, I believe you have to go to the Lariat models to get the onboard scales. Now you can get them with any particular trim that you want to do it. So that's coming here on the side. Of course, you can see you got really cool. I love the way these wheels are on this 35s look. Now here we have your gas door here. As you can see, now this is of course empty because this is not a diesel truck. You can put a little blue liquid there for emissions, and of course here you got your gas, just regular here, and of course you got your other step here as well. Now, one little cool detail that I saw here coming here, as you can see, we got a little, I don't know if the camera's going to capture, we got a little Ford F-350 there, or Super Duty there, which says 2.5 cubic yards. I guess that's how it fits in this bed here, which is pretty cool. Little Easter egg that usually Ford puts on this trucks, which I really love. Now, we mentioned we got the rear windows there as well. Now, coming up here, let's go ahead and check out the motor of this F-250. And we're here at the front of this Super Duty, and let's go ahead and open the hood. And thank you, Ford, for putting hydraulic shocks to assist you in lifting this hood, because these are pretty heavy, and there's no way in hell you're gonna get up there and get that, you know, with a stick. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, so we can barely see it here, but I'll put a little bit of video of what I took. Here we have the 7.3 liter Godzilla normally aspirated V8. This has got 430 horsepower and 485 pound-feet of torque. This is going through a 10-speed torque shift automatic transmission, and of course this one is equipped with the 4x4 system. A lot of drive modes you can do there as well, since this is the Tremor package. So this is a fantastic engine. I would probably prefer this engine. It's a much lighter engine than, for example, the diesel engine, the Power Stroke diesel. Now, of course, you can get, the only way you can get the Tremor is with this engine and the high output the diesel engine, which is with 500 horsepower and 1200 pound-feet of torque. I believe those are the only two engines you can get with the Tremor, which is, I don't know, that's the way Ford puts it, but this is pretty much a business. I think this is probably the best engine, even when you have a lot less torque and a little bit less horsepower. This is a much lighter engine. I believe probably by at least 200-300 pounds at the minimum. So this is a probably better engine for this type of tackling off-road. But talk about fuel mileage, this one here, I know the EPA doesn't put numbers up, but you're probably looking at, I'll put numbers I can find, but you're looking at probably about 15-16 miles per gallon in a city, and maybe 20-21 on the highway. I'll try to find those numbers for you guys up on the screen and put them up there for you. But there we go, guys. This is the engine for this Super Duty. Let's go ahead and get that Back the switch out, get that hood down, and there we go. Put here coming to the sticker of this F-350. Now I'm going to put this sticker a little bit better image on the screen for you guys, but here we have a 2020 Ford F-350 single rear wheel 4x4 crew cab. This is of course finished in agate black with the black onyx leather. The options that we have on this one here, as you can see, is the black appearance package for $4,300. The Tremor package is just under $4,400, and then we have the Pro Power on board, which is just under $1,000 if I'm correct. The charge for the bed liner, you get $210 for the dual battery option that this has, and the Lariat Ultimate package is $5,075. Now, of course, if you see here, you got some discounts from Ford directly. This says total before discounts is about $2,700. That you get you got about $3,500 in discounts for a total price of $81,035 for this Super Duty. And let's go ahead and check out the interior of this Lariat model F-350. As you can see, guys, this is a pretty cool interior. I really like it. It's got a really nice texture to the interior. Most of it, as you can see, is dark plastic colors. Really not bad at all. It's got the Bang & Olufsen system as well. A little bit of plastic wood here, as you can see. Now, of course, if I mentioned that the wrench do get real wood, not this one. This one's got a more plastic thing here. Now, of course, here we have the performance running bar. As you can see there, it's a little higher than usual. At least you got a little handle here to get up. So here we have basically your standard Onyx black seats. Are really nice. These are awesome the way these are. As you can see, we got a bit of kind of like a light red with bordering there with a bit of piping there. It's really cool the way this is. These are perforated, and these are heated as well. As you can see, the buttons are for the heat here in the back, which is really nice. Down here we put this down, we have a center armrest, which is really nice as well. That really feels good. This leather feels really nice, but does not smell like the King Ranch leather. It's a different total smell than the King Ranch leather. We do have a power rear window there, as you can see, and of course you can bring the seats up as well for more storage here in the bottom. As you can see, it's just really cool. You got plenty of storage here in the bottom, and of course these come with just regular floor mats, as you can see there. There we go. Let's go ahead, guys, and get up a little bit and check out the room for this. You can see, guys, plenty of room. I'm about 5'11". I got plenty of headroom here. As you can see, the leg room is just, I got 5-6 inches left, and the seats probably where it should be. Really comfortable interior, really great seats. I really love this interiors of this Super Duty trucks. As you can see, guys, kind of panning around. Really nice the way they are. The leather feels fantastic. You got a couple of seat pockets here in the very back. Cup holders here, as you can see there. We got as I mentioned, the seat heaters here, the buttons here. There's 2-stage dual seat heats for this seats. AC vents here, as you can see, really nice for the rear passengers. And you got 2 USB ports. And you got also a 12-volt connection and a house pump connection here, 120-watt pump connection there. So a lot of connections here for the rear passengers. You can see, guys, this one's not equipped with the panoramic sunroof, which you can get on the Super Duties, but you have some speakers there. With this is got the optional Bang & Olufsen 14-speaker system, as you can see, guys. So very cool interior. Really like it. Very comfortable. Really like it. There's some lights here, as you can see, guys. A little bit of hooks there, and but that's how I did, guys, for this interior. Guys, I recently drove the King Ranch. Obviously, the automatic step is a little bit further down than this one. This one here, it's gonna take a little more. This is a little bit higher, of course, because the tires and suspension, so it takes a little bit more effort to get into this Tremor version's trucks. Basically the same as in the rear. Soft leather here for your elbow rest. A lot of really neat interior here, as you can see. It's not bad at all, considering this is more of an off-road based truck. You know, a lot of storage spaces for this. This is all the same in the heavy duties. Lots of pockets. You got the Bang & Olufsen speaker there, controls for your windows and all your mirrors and all that kind of stuff. Here we got also 3 memory seating for your seats as well, which is pretty cool. That comes with the Lariat Ultimate package. Now here we got 10-way power seats, a little bit of a Ford name there, a little bit of chrome accents there, as you can see. There's nothing here on the scuff scale. Basically, they should put a little Tremor skid plate here, as you can see, but they don't have anything there at all. The seats are really nice, as you can see. As I mentioned, guys, these are really nice seats. I think definitely the King Ranch are better than this ones, but this is still not a bad seat at all. Perforated seating, as you can see. These are heated and cooled as well. Really love the way it feels. Very soft, really nice leather. Now coming here, guys, you can see we got black trim here, a bit of a kind of a brushed aluminum here. It's really nice, the dark color. We got the American flag right there, which is a really cool little detail. Basically your AC vents, and this, of course, these are all the screens that come with this Lariat Ultimate package. This one here also has the adjustable pedals, as you can see, guys. You can there adjustable pedals. Obviously controls for the rear lights, as you can see there. All the lights controls here. You got the mirror controls here, also lighting. Basically your power outage and to bring down the bed here as well. So there we go, guys. Let's go ahead and get inside. Lariat model, as you can see, guys, really like the way this is. I really love this interiors of this new Super Duties. Obviously, I did like the older dash design as before. This is kind of a little more kind of elongated thing, but that's not bad at all. It does work and it has good ergonomics. I really love the Even though we don't have the panoramic sunroof, we do have quite a bit of lighting and a lot of obviously the visibility is really nice as well. I love that Ford puts that the design of the windows gives you a little more light, but also gives you much better visibility. Of course, as I mentioned, we got your huge tow mirrors as well that extend, that fold and heat and have blind spot detection. We got also the speakers there, as you can see, guys. So before we go on, let's go ahead and get this Super Duty started. Now let's go ahead and press our brake and hit our start button, since we have the key with us here, and get that V8 started. Let's straighten out the wheel here. Now, of course, guys, before we close the door, let's go ahead and hear a little bit of this 7.2 liter Godzilla V8. Does that mean that I got a little bit of backfire on it? It's pretty cool. Sounds really good, this V8. Let's go ahead and close the door, guys, and get a little more quietness in here. As you can see here, we have all our basically our 12-inch monitors here. We have the 12-inch LCD screen for all your information, and we also have your 12-inch touchscreen here for your Sync System 4 and Ford's system. Now, before we go, let's go ahead and start over here, guys. So you can see we got a little button here for the upper glove box, which is really cool. This is kind of like a dark trimmed ash look to that. It's really cool. But here we got also a dark kind of a platinum looking trim with a Super Duty stamped on here on top. This is kind of brushed as well, which is really nice. I really like that. Down here we got your lower glove box. You can see they're pretty new. This is all brand new truck. Coming down here, we got 12-volt connection. We got your house of connection here, a 3-prong, and AC outlets here, as you can see. That's down here. We got what's actually in the back here. We got basically your center armrest here, pretty big, really nice, really soft leather here. And if you put this up, we got a little bit of storage pin here, a couple of more USB outlets there as well, which is really nice. So we got plenty of connections. A little light here, as you can see, they're pretty deep to put a lot of things here as well, which is really cool. Nice there at all. We got your cup holders here, as you can see. We have a little more storage room here for your things, and this kind of goes this way as well. You can kind of extend this way. This is really cool. You got a little pocket here for basically your phones. You can put phones here, and there's a little hole here. You can put the cable through the bottom. But you have a wireless charging pad here, as you can see, for your phone. My phone's got a case, and this is in a Galaxy S23, so you can see it's already charging. You got a couple of USB ports there as well, A and C, and this closes up also, as you can see there. Up, sorry, that. You can see we got the closing there. We got a little more fake wood, but this is really nice aluminum trim here, as you can see on the sides here as well. We got some of that dark trim here, which is really cool. There's no piano black or anything like that, which is I don't really like. I really like the way this is finished here. So there we go, guys. Connection for your phone, USB outlets, all kinds of the holes here on the bottom as well here, and that's very convenient for you here to have. Now we'll start here. We have a dual zone AC. As I mentioned, this is all automatic dual zone AC. We got heated seats, heated seats and cooled seats as well. Actually, I'm going to put a bit of the cool seats to get that going. We do have also a heated steering wheel, which is cool. Welcome, because before Ford was giving you credit, they only have the chips to put in the heated steering wheel. Now we do, so that's awesome. And we have basically all manual controls for your stereo. Now, as you can see, guys, let's go back to it. Let's close this here. Here we have your audio. Then we have a 12-speaker Bang & Olufsen system that's equipped with this Ultimate Lariat package.
You know, we're entering an era of deep house becoming really big. So I think people are.
That sounds pretty good. I can tell. Yeah, got good, definitely a very good sound system. So coming up here, guys, you can see all the controls here for your stereo. Now here we got phone. Now what's the latest and greatest of this new Super Duty is that they have now 5G connection. You can connect up to 10 phones onto this Wi-Fi here that this truck has, which is really cool. So you got all the latest and greatest of 5G connections. You also get navigation there as well. As you can see there, we got the navigation. Now the navigation also, I believe this got the tow package. You are allowed also get basically with trailer navigation. You get to put in your input, your trailer size and all that stuff, and it'll basically do the best navigation for you to have the easiest of routes. You don't have to go to any cramped places with your trailer, depending on the trailer. That's all the great technology that Ford has with all the towing capabilities. Now down here, of course, you got your favorite. You can do any type of favorite. If you want to put here, for example, your tow button right there, you can do that, or your onboard computer on your onboard power. Anything you can put there, and put that button there as for easement. Now here we have your applications. Of course, you got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We got Alexa. We got all kinds of connections. Of course, you got your settings here. This has got the little decal there for you. I'm not going to put that because it's still a brand new truck. So we got clock navigation. We also might have some ambient lighting here as well. We got sound sync, as you can see, all kinds of things you can do. Then we have also features. You can see we got driver assistance. Of course, you got Ford F Copilot 360. And that's the 2.0 model you get with these things as well. So you got all kinds of front monitoring, rear monitoring, blind spot detection, rear traffic alert, all kinds of great things that Ford now includes with their Copilot 360. We got sun lighting as well. We got lights on the outside as well, as you can do. which is pretty cool. As you see, all kinds of loadings you can do. We also got the towing. Of course, the towing you can do, owner's manual, and record feedback. That's about it for this package. You can see it's pretty cool. You also have your second little monitor here where you can put different things here. You can put your cameras, you can put your phones, which is really cool. Now, of course, if we go back up here, we got, now this is, of course, the 12-inch screen that if I get to mention, this is a Sync 4 system, Ford's latest and greatest. Here we have a camera button here, as you can see in the top. Now, this is equipped with the 360-degree camera. As you can see, we got the little diagram there as well. And of course, if we go back here, we got basically cameras to the front. We got front camera. We got your extended view camera. We have a bed camera there, as you can see there. We have your reverse camera there. As you can see, we got a tow hitch camera there, and we also got the side mirrors there when you're towing. Now, of course, you can use all the cameras for towing, and this thing is equipped with automatic thing that it will basically guide itself down to basically hitch into your trailer, which is a pretty cool, all that new features that this F-350 or the Super Duty stuff, if I may mention. So, but there we go, guys. So that's basically it. Now over here we got basically basically turns off the noise for your parking sensors. You got your hazards. Here we have your traction control, and we have here your hill descent or your basically downhill assist there for off-road assistance. And then of course, down here, as I mentioned, guys, we have the brake straight controller, which is equipped with, of course, you can do all kinds of things for your brake controller. Here's also more adjustments for your brake controller. And down here we have your 4x4 system. We're on 2 high, 4 low, and your locking rear button here, as you can see there. Now, as far as driving modes, this is equipped with basically six driving modes. We got normal, we got tow and haul, and we have echo. But going back to the right, we have slippery, we do have off-road, and we have basically a rock crawl as well. That's part of this Tremor package. You can see the 4x4 is basically shifting, so we can have that off-road. Now, of course, if we go off-road here, we're going to put it back on crawl mode. If we go to camera, we should be able to basically put in, if we go to off-road, we should, this really should give us the, basically, there we go, the trajectory lines here for the front. As you can see, that basically helps you here steer, or if you're looking up or going up a hill, this kind of shows you where things are at with the front camera, which is a really cool feature. That this is kind of comes from the Ford Raptor and all the basically the SBT performance, or the performance versions of the off-road that the Raptor has, and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool. And of course, here we come to the center screen. This is basically all updated LCD for this 2023 models, which of course you can see all kinds of things you can switch here. You got all kinds of screens here, compass, you got the off-road status, you have your basically pinch and roll, and which is cool. Depending on the mode you run, that's basically where you're on. So let's go back and switch, guys, to basically normal. We're not going to go off-road or anything like that, so I'm going to put it in normal mode. Now, of course, we're going to go back to 2 high. Now, of course, here in the center screen, you got, this is all 12-inch digital screens. You can see we got your digital tach and speedometer. We got pitch and roll. We got all things you can display here, off-road status. And if you go back to menu, you can put off-road. You can put for towing. If for towing, you got status information, navigation, phone, radio, vehicle maintenance and settings, and all types of things you can display here as well. Now, as I mentioned, guys, I don't know if the camera's going to capture it. We also have a head-up display. This is how fancy these Super Duties have gone. You got an awesome head-up display, which is very clear. I'm sure the camera's going to pick it up. This is actually pretty clear to the view. So awesome way that it works. You got a lot of information. As you can see here, we have your column shifter, and coming here to the steering wheel, this is a leather covered steering wheel, which is really nice. And here on the right hand side, as I mentioned, we have all the abilities for your phone. We have all your buttons here for the center screen. Down here we have buttons here for your basically for radio control, voice command, and here we have your adaptive cruise control. But really nice. Obviously, the steering wheel, as I mentioned, does tilt and telescope automatically, as you can see there. All kinds of controls here. As I mentioned, the memory buttons up here. Coming up here, you guys, we have some toggle switches. You can see this is part of the Lariat package as well. It gives you all the toggle switches to connect your lights, whatever you want to connect here. You got easy access. You got here a little bit of a sunglass holder. We got basically controls for your lights. No, basically sunroof here. And this one here you can order, but this one does not have it. And here we have your home link as well. Here you can see there, basically your rear mirror. And that's how it is, guys, here for this Super Duty. Really nice. Go out for a drive. But before we go, let's go ahead and check out our reverse camera. Now, as you can see, we have our 360-degree camera there. We got our directional lens there as well. And we do have some sensors in the back. And there we go. There's, even though that it's a low sidewalk, it is detecting, as you can hear, the beeps, guys. So pretty good. And of course, you can also just extend that. You can have the whole screen as a rear view camera, so as a rear view camera. So that's a pretty cool. You also have your basically sensors here on the right hand side, so you can take a look at them as well. So pretty cool the way that is, guys. Really awesome system that Ford has incorporated into this Super Duties now in terms of towing and all kinds of viewing which is awesome. Now let's go ahead, guys, and go out for a drive in this F-350 Super Duty with the 7.3 liter engine and the Tremor package. Let's go ahead and try to make a quick U-turn here. And as you can see, yeah, this is actually making a U-turn. Before, in the former model, the former generation, I don't think I ever made that turn with the Super Duty. So this is cool that they have a little more steering angle now for this new models now. I just drove recently, guys, so the model, so the Super Duty I just drove before this one was a King Ranch, which I feel similar, but of course I want to have the 6.7 liter, you know, turbo diesel V8 with a 500 horsepower and 1200 pound-feet of torque. Now, you can definitely get that engine in this Lariat as well with a Tremor. But this 7.3 liter, as I mentioned, this is probably the better engine. It's a much lighter engine, especially going for if you're gonna do kind of serious off-roading. I think this will be probably the best engine. Of course, you got a ton more torque in the diesel engine, but or if you're gonna really tow. But this one here is a pretty good engine, to be honest, and I can already tell that this is a much lighter truck as well. But awesome truck though. This got plenty of power though. If you guys, you know, if you give it a little bit of flooring here, whoops, right turn here. Shit. It's something about what I've kind of felt with these new Super Duties is that they feel a much lighter when you turn in. I don't know if this is a better steering feel. They do have much better steering feel. And this one here with this off-road tire, it's pretty decently direct considering this is an off-road duty truck, with especially with off-road tires. But I really like this thing. And then of course, guys, let me see. These tires are definitely a little more. You can definitely they don't make a sound, but you can definitely feel them now. If we give a little bit of gas. Yeah, this thing definitely sounds really nice. Nice rumble to that V8. That 7.2 liter from they call Godzilla. Brakes feels really nice. Yeah, they can definitely feel that this is a much lighter truck. I can definitely, yeah, this is definitely much more lighter in the front. You can definitely feel. Now, of course, I got Ford's the Ford's Copilot 360 going a little crazy because it's turning back for me. But of course, you gotta turn that off. But yeah, this thing feels really nice. I'm really impressed with this new 5th generation Super Duties. The first time I'm driving this Tremor version, of course, this is a much higher suspension. You can tell it's a little bit more wobbly. Of course, this is kind of tuned for a more softer off-road suspension, so that's expected. Now, I don't know if you guys, but I hope the camera's going to capture the basically the you can see the head-up display, which is pretty clear, really awesome the way Ford has done. That's a pretty big one too as well. But everything else in this F4 Duties are really nice. Everything's at your fingertips. All the controls here for your radio, everything here, all the buttons for your AC outlet, everything here. So it had the hands, fantastic looking AC. Now you have to wait, sir. You have to wait, sir. So we can put a little bit of gas here. It goes pretty good. It's got plenty of power. Good sound too. Really nice sound from this 7.2 liter V8. Now you can definitely tell this is much different than the FX4 package in that King Ranch that I drove. This is a much more, yeah, you can tell this is, you can tell the tires are a little more, yes, you can definitely tell. For example, the suspension is a little bit more righty or a little bit more bouncy. That's kind of basically the off-road suspension. And the tires as well, they're definitely much bigger wheel and tire package, but this still feels nice. Yeah, it's a little bit of intimidating to drive this. It's obviously it's a big truck and it's basically taking 90% of the road, or basically at least your side of the road. So, but this thing goes very well. And if you get a little bit of gas here, actually, I'm surprised how basically we're going 70. There's basically a little bit of wind noise. There's absolutely no tire noise at all, considering you got some pretty aggressive off-road tires. Very light. Now I'm feeling it, but very light. You see this thing is steering by itself now. I can feel the Ford F-350 steering itself, but not much wind noise, not at all. It's just very little light wind noise, but pretty quiet inside this cabin, because there's a big shocker. Then definitely much quieter cabin than last year's or the prior generation F-350 or Super Duties, might say. So this is pretty cool though. I really like the way these things drive. Now obviously I love to take something like this and go a little bit off-road, but there's really not much here at all. And this is still, you know, the dealership Ford, Bartow Ford, letting me borrow this truck. It's clean, it's pretty clean. I'm not gonna put in the, you know, pull it with dust and make it dirty, but fantastic truck, guys. I really like this thing, guys. If you're liking this type of content and are appreciating this POV, I hope you guys are learning. It gives you a little bit of information about this trucks and this new 2024 Super Duty. First time I'm driving this Tremor, really like. I love this trim, all black top truck, pretty mean looking truck, to be honest. I really like it. I am more of a basically a King Ranch version, and then you can definitely get the Tremor package in the King Ranch if I'm correct. I'll put that on the screen for you guys, but you can definitely get that trim or that package. But this is a pretty cool. This is a very seamless transmission. Is so smooth. The engine is a little bit more, you can definitely feel it more than the diesel that I drove. This 6.7 liters a little bit smoother, but this V8's got more of an oral, noise to it, which is really cool, which we love. This is I believe this is the perfect engine for this Tremor package in terms of, this suspension is definitely a little stiffer now on certain parts. It feels a little bit more bouncy, but at the same time, it can definitely feels a little stiffer. But this is definitely meant for more off-road, and especially it does feel quite more different than the FX4 package. That's to be honest. The FX4 package is a little more smoother, and it's not as bouncy. This is much more stable. So the FX4 package in that King Ranch is more stable than this one here. But there we go. It's just a different way it feels. This is definitely differently tuned for off-road. You can definitely tell on this truck. But I really like it. Really like this thing. It's so smooth, such quiet. It feels refined. It feels much more refined than a Super Duty should be feeling, or a heavy duty truck. And this is the way it is. I'm sure the new Chevy 2500 CR2 model, as this is a competitor to that, probably feels the same. And I have this lane keep assist working me here. As you can see, this is really a pain in the ass. I can feel the steering all over the place for me. I had to turn it off, but as you can see there in the head-up display, you see those two lines. This is basically your co-pilot, or basically your co-pilot 360 kind of steering you there. And you can definitely, it's kind of weird, definitely feels weird. I guess the King Ranch that I drove before did not have it on. But there we go, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this 2024 Ford F-350 Lariat with the Tremor package. Looks fantastic. I'm sure this got a lot of capabilities for off-road. I want to be testing that today, but unfortunately, brakes feel good. It's a big truck, heavy, but I really like this thing. This will be definitely fun, and definitely feels much lighter than the diesel version of this truck. But let me know what you guys think. Anything in the comments. I appreciate your commenting and liking. And also, guys, big thank you again to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this F-350. Really appreciate their time as well. And let me know, guys. This is an awesome truck. The steering actually does feel, I like the steering feel on this truck. Definitely feels much better than the prior generation. Now that I'm getting a little more hands on this trucks. And but I love this thing. This is a fantastic truck. But my heart goes out to that King Ranch that I drove. Definitely feels so good. That's probably the most smoother F-250s that I've driven, and this feels so fantastic. But all right, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this content for this F-350. And let me know what you guys think. So if you get this Tremor package, would you get the diesel engine with this Tremor, or would you get this 7.3 liter all naturally aspirated V8? Let me know, guys, in the comments. I appreciate you guys, everybody watching. Have a fantastic day or week where you're having, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.